Hi, it's Diggin time. We're in Vienna with DJ Woxow, the owner of the Obolo record store, which we are in, and also the owner of the label a little bit more. So thank you for the invite.
Thank you for coming, Andre. Welcome in the place.
We just met each other, so
Yeah,
just to just to know you a little bit more, a little bit more.
a little bit more.
Yeah. So how did you get, give me some of your background. How did you get into music? Because and you're from Italy, right?
From Italy, yeah. I'm from Biella, a small town in Piedmont, northwest of Italy. I start being into music very much when I was like 15, 16. I got into Italian hip hop a lot. And then I really wanted to make all my friends listening to the music that I was discovering. So I was doing a cassette tape to give to my friends in order to make sure that we were on the same vibe. And then at one point when I was around 18, I went for the first time to the Rototonsa Splash. Was the biggest reggae festival in Europe, actually, that was in Italy at the time. Now they moved to Spain. And I went there and I got trapped into the reggae thing. And for 7 years, I've been like a DJ and promoter and organizing a festival of just reggae music.
Okay.
And this was also my first part as a DJ, because I was like start buying 45, actually 45 reggae 45. And the first time I've been DJing, I was like 20 years old, and I was at the party that we were organizing. The party that then after 2 years developed into a real festival. And then we had like 6 years of real reggae festival with camping, a restaurant, everything. We have done like Mad Professor, Dub Pistols, Alton Ellis, like the king of rocksteady, one of his very last gig before he died. And Derek Morgan, ska singer. And David Rodigan, Pow Pow Movement, a lot of Italian reggae, a lot of German reggae, Jamaram, Mellow Mark, Martin Yondo. Yeah, we had our reggae festival for 6 years, and this was my start.
And it stops because of COVID, or?
No. I'm talking about like 2004 till
Oh, okay.
2009.
Okay.
Yeah, back
Wow.
then. Yeah.
Yeah.
20 years ago. Yeah.
And where did you get into? Because you're producing your own music as well.
Yeah.
So when did you get into this?
I just got into this like 10 years ago, when I was still I was part of a collective called the Sweet Life Society in Italy.
Okay.
And I was like, there were like two producers, and I was like the third one that I get into the band. And I was like the tour manager and the booking manager. And I was also DJing when we were doing DJ sets. But the two guys that were producing, and at one point I just tried to produce myself as well. Before I was producing just mashup and remixes. And then I started producing a couple of tracks, and then after I quit the band, then I started producing my own stuff. And then I released my first EP as Woxow in 2018, which actually was the start of the record label, because
That's what I'm gonna ask.
it all started like this, because I wanted to just have something to release my music, because it was full of samples and nobody else wanted to release it. So I did it myself, and I created a little bit more. And then I was thinking, wow, I have a label, I could do something. And then I was thinking, and then I also with Woxow, with the first EP, I had a song with Ken Booth. As a featuring.
Yeah, and Akil from J5.
Akil from J5 and Blue Room 13 all in one track. And so I thought, oh gosh, this is like some kind of, it can be interesting for the reggae scene. So I want to do a 45 vinyl, because I wanted to get back to it, And then I did the first 45, and then I saw that the response was good. And then I decided, okay, let's try to do some more. And then I did.
And you have also other artists on the label, of course. So how do you like, I don't want to say choose, but because we probably...
select. I get in contact with people or artists that I like. It's different period of my life. I like different kind of music. So sometimes I started like inviting more friends. Like, for example, when I did like the first 5 Veggie Tales, which is a series that I've done dedicated to veganism. And the first two or three, these were all band from my friends. And then I started also just contacting artists that I like and propose them to do a 7 inches on the label. And then yeah, sometimes are friends, sometimes are just people that I randomly contact, and then we start working together.
Because I kind of figured out that you might be probably a vegan yourself
Yes, I'm vegan.
because of the Veggie Tales, of course, and some lyrics of the tracks are kind of like that you probably care about the environment and all that.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
Yeah,
how
sure.
important is that to your like music? Because I haven't seen any single release which would be like opposed to this, like I don't know how to say it, like
These movements.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, I decided to. I always try to do music with some meanings. In fact, also when I invite rapper doing the stuff on my Woxow production, I always try to give them direction of something that I would like to say. I would like to be a rapper and say it myself, but it's not my thing.
Have you ever tried?
I was a kid, of course. I wanted to be a rapper like everyone else, but I didn't make it. Like, yeah, and yeah, so I actually I wanted also always wanted to give a meaning to the music, and music as a message and music as politics. And I learned this from Massive Attack, or like the pioneer of using music for doing something and change something. So I always got inspired from this. And also coming from the reggae movement, reggae movement is always against Babylon and all the system and all this kind of thing. So I got this into my heart also from the hip hop that I was coming from. And so, and apart from giving like meanings like this, I decided I want to give when I started doing the Veggie Tales, I started thinking that instead of releasing one single 7 inches, it would have been more powerful if I could do a series so that the people want to have all of it together. And so I was just thinking like, what could I use, what could I do? And then I was like, you know what, let's promote some vegan meanings and some vegan recipe, because actually every record come with a vegetable and with a recipe, which is the recipe that me and my wife we cook at home and we wrote ourselves. It's not something that we took from the web. It's really like the stuff that we like to cook also for our kids, and we decided to put it on the record. And I just decided to, yeah, I got this came to my mind, like let's use the vegan and promoting this to do a series so that the records are all together and it can be more appealing for the people to have it. Yeah.
I love it, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
But we are talking about like the meaning in terms of lyrics and stuff, and that's something else. But in terms of like genre, styles, and sound, how would you describe the DNA? Because not everybody probably, some of the people watching the interview may not know you or your music. So how would you describe the DNA of Little Bit More?
There's no real border actually. It started as a kind of hip hop. I had like first 7 inches was hip hop, but then it developed to whatever I like. And now I love many different styles. The more you grow up and the more you just discover new things, so that the spectrum of the music you like is just bigger and bigger and bigger. So for me, it's like world music, global groove. I come from hip hop, so it's like black music with like jazz, soul, funk, hip hop, reggae, gospel, all these movements here. And then I love world music. I love African music in the last 5-10 years. And then I get like 5 years ago, finally got into some Latin sound that I love, which is cumbia, which I didn't have space in for me before. I was too much into other stuff. And then at one point I opened the door of the cumbia and I was like, whoa, I love it. And so then I start pushing cumbia. And actually, in the last 5 years, most of the releasing I'm doing a little bit more are cumbia stuff. Like I have like a few very cool artists that I work with from Bogota mainly, which are like the first one was Romperaggio, and then I did a one actually with 1 7 inches with Frente Cumbiero with a Med Professor dub on the B side, And then I start collaborating with Ivan, which is the guy behind the Conjunto Media Luna. And then we did like already 3 7 inches. His debut album was a little bit more, and now we are going to drop some more very soon. Like there are some 2 other very cool 7 inches, and there's the second album, which is going to be released not too far.
That's great. You revealed something. I mean,
Yes, of course.
cool. And speaking of revealing something, um, it was like 2 months ago or something. You dropped some new release from by Grupo Hehehe, or is it?
Yes.
And you had like you DJ'd a set in HHV store in Berlin.
Yes.
How was it?
Bravo. I got the chance to went to present on the day of the release of the 7 inches. I was there with my friend Alejandro, which is Entre Tropico. He has a tropical movement in Berlin. So together we managed to have a release party, let's say, at HHV, and was very nice, really. I went to HHV like 15 years ago and I never get back, and now they have this new big modern store which is full of music and it's nice. And yeah, we were there and we had a good time. And actually the crazy thing is that on that day in the afternoon I was in a reggae store around the corner. By Reggae is called. And I was digging and talking with the guys, and at one point Med Professor entered in the place, and I was like, what? It's crazy because I've also organized Med Professor in my festival in 2009. Then we released the 45 together, so he also know who I am. I more know him, but we know each other a little bit. And so I was like, what are you doing here, man? Like, and he told me like, I'm going to play at the Bargain, what's the name? Like the Panorama Bar, the Bargain, like the techno club, the most iconic techno club in Europe, probably. So maybe I don't pronounce it properly, but it's Bargain. And he told me tonight I'm going to play there. I was like, what? Like this techno club? It's like, oh, there's a special night and I'm doing my dub set there at 1 o'clock tonight. I'm like, man, I'm coming. So in the night after HHV, I went to see Med Professor at the Bargain, which was quite epic and was nice.
Nice.
Yeah, very lucky.
And as I mentioned, we're in Obolo, which is not just a record store, but kind of like your office, label's office, right?
It's actually the headquarter of the label. It's my office, and like it doesn't open usually. It's always closed. The records here are for sale when I open, and are on Discogs. So I have Discogs channel, Discogs shop, and yeah, I sell on Discogs. But mainly this is the place where I have stored in the back room. There's all the records from my record label, and there's a place where I do the packaging one by one, and everything starts from here.
Yeah. And every now and then you have like some, I don't know, just
Music
sessions.
Yeah, we used to do also Obolo art, which were like every month we were doing like art exhibition also, but now we don't do it anymore. We're more focused on the music. We open once a month, and I do Obolo music session where I invite DJ, mainly local DJ, but also I did also some international artists. Like
Funky Chef.
Funky Chef was here because he played at my party, and then the day after we were here, Mark Hype was here, and my friend Daddy Dredd is coming today to DJ, and because he's also DJing tonight at the Loop at the party, little bit more party. And then I just record the session and I put it on the YouTube channel of the record label. Little bit more, you just have to search little bit more YouTube. And actually now I have 60 session of DJ playing only vinyl, 1 hour here in the store. So there's some good stuff there, really some great DJs, and especially also local DJs that maybe they're not so famous outside, but they're great DJ. Their collection is amazing, and yeah, I grabbed them and put it here to play, and I'm lucky they did, and I got like 60 session on the YouTube. So it's
Yeah,
cool,
I saw the one with Funky Chef. It was great.
we were doing
Of
back
course.
to back because when Funky came, I was like, what should we do, Funky? If you come here, you record one hour set yourself, you're just releasing YouTube mixes like every day. It's going to be just another one. let's make something special. Let's do back to back. And it was like, sure, let's do it. So he came and we made it. And, yeah, it was nice. It was funny.
So that's, I would really recommend when you've been in Vienna, just come and
Yeah, sure.
you also, I mean, I had some of your like natural wines. It's good.
Yeah, I'm
Good
very into
time.
natural wine, and I have some good natural wine here to sell. So
We're just about to hear the music yet, but I believe it's gonna be awesome. So I recommend just visit.
yeah,
And
yeah, you should check out like Obolo or just or a little bit more. The Instagram of Little Bit More. I always announce when I open here. So
great.
yeah,
So thank you very much.
thank you, my friend. It's a pleasure.
Wish
So
you
now,
success with the label and everything.
thank you so much, my
I
friend.
mean,
Thank you so much.
thank you as well.
Cool. Thanks for coming. See you. Thanks, everybody. Cheers.